Julie Chrisley speaks out about prison ordeal after pardon. Julie Chrisley was recently released from prison earlier than expected due to a presidential pardon. Despite her early release, the Chrisley Knows Best star insists she wasn't given any special privileges while incarcerated. On a recent episode of her daughter Savannah's Unlocked podcast, Julie opened up about a disturbing experience behind bars that left a lasting impact, and her family has weighed in. Julie and Todd Chrisley joined Savannah on her podcast. The public first got to know Julie and her husband, Todd Chrisley, through the popular USA Network reality show Chrisley Knows Best. Their glamorous life took a turn in 2022 when they were convicted of financial crimes including bank fraud and tax evasion. Julie was originally sentenced to 7 years at the Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. But in May, both she and Todd were granted a presidential pardon. Since then, the Chrisleys have been candid about their prison experiences and have called for prison reform. On Savannah's podcast, Julie revealed a particularly disturbing moment during her time in prison. Savannah recalled how her mother had called her early on, deeply shaken by an incident involving a correctional officer at the Lexington facility. "I'll never forget that call," Savannah said. She described the officer, who worked in food service and has since retired, as someone who seemed to deliberately target Julie. One especially alarming event involved Julie being locked inside a cafeteria. Julie faced harsher conditions than Todd, family claims. Julie described the officer as a miserable human being. Todd backed up his wife's story, stating that she was the only one being locked up in that manner, and saying he would have filed a formal complaint if he'd been in her place. The couple also mentioned that many inmates tried to get on the good side of the staff, but they agreed. Those people are not your friends. Comparing their experiences, Savannah noted that her mom faced more difficult conditions than Todd. Todd agreed, and said it reflected broader gender inequalities in prison. One major difference? Julie's prison lacked air conditioning entirely, while Todd's facility installed new AC units shortly after he complained. Julie pointed out that her prison was housed in an older building that never had AC, so there was no infrastructure in place for upgrades, unlike Todd's.